Oye na hati shinika hoishinika hoishinika heikata. Oye na hashinika ho ahoshinuana honata ahoshinuana hey. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Mother. Thank you, power and the guidance of the medicine wheel in all our relations. Aho. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to Rattle and Drum Trunk Show. And welcome to the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Studios. My name is Walking Crow, and I am your host, and I am Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. Aho. So, welcome to another edition of the show. Today we're going to go through all the drums, and if you haven't been or haven't seen this show before, I am a drum maker, I am a rattle maker, I am a medicine man, I am a curandero, I am whatever community calls me to be. I answer to those titles, but I don't give myself a title. The name Walking Crow was given to me by my elders and my teachers in Los Angeles, and I didn't name myself, and you probably shouldn't either. Anyways, so welcome again. So if this is your first time, I'm going to ask you to put headphones on or earbuds on so you can hear the drums and the rattles like you're here in the present space of the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, like you're in the room. You're going to hear the different personalities of the drum. You're going to feel the medicine of the drum, the tree, the animal, aho. Whether it's elk, whether it's deer, whether it's buffalo, whether it's horse, whether it's moose, aho. You are going to meet the personality of the animal and the personality of the grandmother tree that frames the drum, aho. All the medicines have birth dates, except for the rattles. I don't I don't date or sign the rattles because they're that unique. Some of them are one of a kinds, and you won't see them anywhere else. Anyways, even if you see another one that looks like it, it's not like it. In fact, none of the drums are like any of the other drums. They are all unique, and they all have their own personalities and their own medicine, and they will call to that person that is called to that drum. Aho, aho. There are people who come in here and they pick up a drum or two, and then they go back to a drum and they do this. They hold the drum like this, and they say, "This is it. This is my drum." And I say, "Congratulations. Yes, that is your drum. That drum called to you." And I want people to know that they can connect to a medicine. We aren't taught this in the outer, what I call the outer world. This is something that I learned as I went along as a drum maker. I wasn't taught by a human in this lifetime to make drums. When I started making drums, it was channeled through me, to me, for you, aho, from the spirits, from the guides, and I've been doing that ever since. And so this is what I do. If you're wanting, or if you see a piece of medicine that you would like for yourself, my phone number is area code 818-442-1717, 818-442-1717. And my email address is walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com, walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com, or Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com, Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com. You can also check out what I do on my website at sacreddrummedicine.com, sacreddrummedicine.com, or you can go to my YouTube channel is Walking Crow, Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, and there's over 450 videos on that channel. I think maybe 460, I'm not too sure. I'm not as active in doing videos anymore, but that's coming again, and we're going to be holding retreats in Sedona, one-day retreats, where you will be able to start and down the road to transforming your life, not the lives of others. If you're out there trying to transform the lives of others and you haven't transformed your own, there's lots of work to do. So once again, welcome to Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, Rattle and Drum. My name is Walking Crow, and I am your host. Let's get started. So today, we started with a lot of big drums. I have a lot of 18-inch and 20-inch drums. I have 16-inch drums. I have 14-inch drums. I have 15-inch drums. I don't make any 12-inch drums, and I'm going to stop making the 14s because they don't carry the resonance that people are looking for. People are looking for a deeper tone, a deeper resonance to connect to their heart space, to connect to their fire, to connect to their sacrum, to connect to their earth. Aho, aho, aho. So the first piece of medicine that I'm going to show you is a 18-inch buffalo Hydrum. Hold on a second. I'm going to write that down. And this beautiful piece of medicine was birthed on 3/21/21. Now I want you to listen to the dates when these were birthed. 3/21/21. If that's a number that you connect to, if 3 is a number that you connect to, or the number 9 is a number that you connect to, 9 is the number of spiritual completion. Aho, aho. 3 is a number of spiritual communication, communicating with spirit, springtime, new beginnings. Or I asked the beginning in the music that you heard, Oishino, Oishino, Oishino. And Oishino asks you a question. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for a piece of medicine like this? To go into the world, to start to heal yourself, to start to connect with your heart space instead of your head space. How many of you are always up in the ethers and there's nothing that happens up in the ethers? I always say, astronauts wear spacesuits to live up in here. And people look at me like, huh? They look at me dumbfounded. So I'm going to give this this beautiful drum a little spray. This is a buffalo medicine. If it's something that calls to you, remember, I can ship this to you, and shipping is free no matter where you are in the continental United States. If you're in Canada or Mexico, I can ship it to you. It's just going to cost more, and you have to remember that you have to deal with customs. So receiving the drum will take longer if you're in Canada or in Mexico. So this is an 18-inch buffalo. The drum, she keeps singing. The divine buffalo medicine, as far as I'm concerned, is a divine feminine medicine of the west direction of the west direction of the ocean, emotion, E-M-O-C-E-A-N, aho, direction of darkness, the sacrum, direction of fall, letting go of the leaves, aho, letting go of the leaves, and the direction of abundance. We bring our abundance forward from springtime when we plant the seeds and bring them forward into the cornucopia of what America likes to call Thanksgiving. I say America because it's not my holiday. Anyways, but they call it Thanksgiving, and the cornucopia of springtime comes in the autumn in the direction of the west. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you live in lack, if you speak lack and you don't know how to change that verbiage, you need to listen through the end of the show, because I am going to be doing a one-day retreat in Sedona. It's going to be an 8-hour retreat on how to overcome the speaking to and speaking of lack when I don't even know I'm doing it. Aho, aho. Anyways, look at that beautiful drum. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just a gorgeous drum. Wow. Isn't that? Look at the way I tied that. It's got 2-tone colors. Aho. Remember that the hides are natural, and the hides have their own color. Not every hide from the same kind of animal is going to have the same coloring. Some will be light, some will be dark, some will be 2-toned, some will have markings on the hide from the spine of the animal where the sun hits on the back of the animal. Aho, aho. So this drum is 18 inches. It's $600. It was birthed on 3/21/21. Aho, shinawana honata. If you see something you like, write it down. All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to take this drum off the wall, and this is a 20-inch Alkai drum. 20-inch Alkai drum, birthed on 3/22/21.
A lot of these drums were birthed over the last few weeks since the new year, and I've been busy making drums. Look at that beautiful Alkai drum. If you could see the color, you can't see the coloring too good on the camera, but look at the way that that's tied. Look at the beautiful handle on that. And you can see, let me see, where is it? You can see the date in there. You can see it back there. 3/22/21. Aho, aho. Such a beautiful calling, such a beautiful heartbeat, such a beautiful grandmother. Aho. I refer to the drums as the grandmothers. Aho. Across the room here in the studio, I have a staff. It's a 6 or 7 foot staff. And I carry the staff because I carry the grandmothers, and sometimes the grandmothers need help walking. So I carry the staff to honor them. The staff came from the Shumash Highway up in above Santa Barbara, and it's Manzanilla wood. It's made out of Manzanilla, and it's inlaid with turquoise. And when I was given that piece of wood, it had been burned in a wildfire, and I've sanded off some of the black, but not all of it, because I needed, and I want people to be reminded that fire is about a transformation. It's about transformation. Do you want to transform? Do you want to transcend? Do you want to transmute? Can you transform? Can you transcend? Can you transmute? Aho. These are hard questions that you should be able to answer. Aho. And elk, if you're on your path, elk is about the longevity, about the long, hard road, about overcoming the obstacles that may come upon you, because nothing deters an elk. 20-inch Alki drum, $700. Shipping is free. A mallet is not included. A regular mallet is $35. A turquoise inlaid mallet is $75. And if you get a mallet with fur head on it, it's $50. And if you get a mallet that's inlaid with turquoise with a fur head on it, it's $100. All right, so the mallets aren't free just because you buy a drum. Work goes into these too, and this is all wild harvested wood from the countryside here in Sedona. Aho. In fact, this is cottonwood. Isn't that beautiful? Look how beautiful that is. Aho. So, item number 2 is a 20-inch elk high drum, birthed on 3/22/21. I'm writing these down, and so should you. All right? So that way we both remember. Aho. Aho. So I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Can't wait. So this next drum, this is another 20-inch Alki drum. This drum was birthed on 4/21/21, just last month. And look at the tie on that. Look how gorgeous that tie is. It's not just tied, but it's also braided on the ends there. So it's tied 16 times in each side of the medicine wheel, because it's got 16 ties all the way around. And I that's important to me. The way that I do that is very important. 6 and 1 is 7. And that is mind and creativity. Aho, shinawana, honata, aho, shinawana, hey. These animals, this medicine, are a thing of beauty. They activate the other drums. If there was bowls in here or a gong, they'd be activating the bowls and the gong as well. This is item number 3, is also a 20-inch elk. And it was birthed on 4/21/21. I know a lot of people pay attention to the dates because anniversaries, birthdays, the day somebody died, the day somebody, you know, just you name it. There's a plethora of things that people connect to with regard to the date. I also have drums here, I think, that were made on the full moons, and those are important. If you're looking for a drum that's made in that full moon energy, I have plenty of those as well. So, you know, keep that in mind, okay? All right, so the next drum is a beautiful, beautiful, oh my gosh, this drum, this is a 20-inch horse drum. And this drum was birthed on 3/31/21. Aho, listen to those numbers. 3/21/31. And look at the beautiful dark tie on that. The medicine wheel. Aho, and look at that. Look at the edging of that beautiful drum. Beautiful lines, beautiful color. That horse was just all magnificent. And you know, I'm not one to want to see a horse go, but sometimes horses die just like us and they go move into the spirit world, wherever they go. But some of them live on as medicine. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of medicine. Aho. So this was birthed on, I'm going to write it down, 3/31/21. 20-inch horsehide drum, $700. The elk that I just showed you, $700. The other elk, $700 as well. Aho. Aho. This next drum is a beautiful, beautiful 20-inch buffalo hide drum. Oh my gosh. I birthed this drum on the full moon on 4/28/21. It's 20-inch buffalo. 4/28/21. And it's marked in there with the full moon. Now, what you have to understand about the energy, a lot of people, the full moon was on the evening of the 27th. I put the hides to soak at sunset on the 27th, and they soaked all night long in that beautiful grandmother energetic moon. Aho! And with sunrise on the 28th, these drums were birthed through the full moon energies. Aho! And this is a 20-inch. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous drum. Aho! You can see the lines from the skin, and you can see that beautiful tie. Look at the tie. Aho! That's braided, half not. And she sings with her incredible voice. Wow, wow! Such an incredible drum. Everything in the studio is buzzing. It's just vibrating. Man, what a beautiful, beautiful drum. If you'd like to have this beautiful buffalo 20-inch high drum that was birthed on the full moon of the 28th, $700 plus $35 for a mallet. If you're in the Sedona area, you can come here, and if you pick it up or if you pick it out, we will do ceremony here at the studio with the ancient ones, and there will be an exchange of the energies and exchange of the drum. You just don't give me money and I give you a drum. That's not what happens here. Aho. And if I ship it to you, you will receive a little baggie, little pouch of the tobacco medicine that I blend, that I use, that's used to make in the sacred water to soak the drums and inside the rattles, and you'll see bits of that medicine on the drums as tobacco and different things when you receive the drum. So you will receive that. I hope. All right, so that is item number 5. Yep, and that's the full moon buffalo high drum. Aho. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now what we're going to do, we're going to move into, I'm going to show you a couple of rattles. And I've been making rattles last couple of weeks like crazy. People always ask me, Anthony or Walking Crow, why don't you teach classes on making rattles? Now, Anybody who knows anything about me making rattles has been over here to the studio or been out in the patio with me. And the rattles don't take a day or 2 or 3. Rattles take days, sometimes weeks, because I have to clean the shell. I have to work with the shell. The shell will soak in the sacred water through the days and through the nights. The shell has to be cleaned off of all the old moss and things that's on the shell. The inside, I have to work on the stick that's going to become the handle, or the bone that will become the handle. I'm going to work on that, maybe inlay turquoise. I also inlay turquoise or other stones on the turtle. I have to seal the turtle. That has to dry. The glue has to dry for the stick. All those things. So it's just not an easy process. It's not a 1 or 2 day process. It's not like the drum. Aho, aho. But this is what I call a large energy swirl rattle. And you can see this beautiful rattle. Let me take it off of my wrist. It's got this beautiful turquoise on it. Aho. It's sealed with deer fur, not pleather or leather to muffle the sound, but to give it more sound, I use deer hide that hardens. And it's also got this beautiful rabbit fur, which is about direction of the east. It's about direction of a manifestation, abundance. Are you abundant in your life? Do you speak to abundance? Do you live your abundance? Or are you always complaining about what you don't have, what somebody else's have? I'm wishing, I'm thinking. I was talking about. Stop talking, stop thinking, stop wishing, and stop doing any of that stuff. And know that it's yours. Know that it belongs to you. Seen or unseen. That's how I live. That's how I had to learn how to live. Aho. And I'm going to help teach you folks and set you down that path at my retreat come the end or the middle of June. Aho. Here in Sedona, the retreat's going to be limited to 10 people, maybe 12. It's $200 for the day. Lunch will be served, and we will go out on the land and do ceremony as well. Aho, aho. So this rattle is $185. $185. The handle is made out of manzanilla. It's got some, not a lot, of inlaid turquoise. Aho, just enough to give it a bit of elegance. It has this turquoise buckskin handle, along with the red rock from Sedona. Just a beautiful, beautiful rattle. $185. If I ship it to you, $12 is the shipping. No more. If you come here, you just pick it up. Alrighty. So that's item number 6, I believe. Item number 6 is a swirl turtle rattle. All right, the next turtle rattle I want to show you. This is just, you're gonna love this when I show this to you. This is a large turtle rattle. Oh, look at the inlay on that. The inlay is turquoise. The inlay is citrine. The inlay is shungite, and it's all around trimmed in that stone. It also has bobcat fur. Aho. It's made with the bone handle of a deer, the bone of a deer leg, and that's also inlaid. This is $185. It's also got the wrist strap with the red rock from Sedona. Aho, aho. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rattle. Aho. Aho. I might keep this for myself. I don't know. Deer bone. Item number 7 is a deer bone turtle rattle with bobcat. Aho. Aho. $185, $12 shipping. Now I'm going to show you another turtle rattle. This turtle rattle is already accounted for. It's already sold. So I'm not even going to give it a number. But this is a beautiful young lady from San Diego that claimed this rattle already. This has red jasper. It has turquoise. It has the sun in the 4 directions. The sun is made out of citrine. This also carries bobcat fur. This is made from cypress wood, cypress root actually, and it's got a red strap with deer button. The deer buttons I make, as a matter of fact, from Antler. I make those. This is $185, $12 shipping, but this is already sold. I just wanted to show you how beautiful this rattle was. Aho, aho. So the next drum, item number 8, I'm not giving that rattle an item number because it's already sold. It's already spoken for. The 14-inch elk, 14-inch Alkai drum. This was birthed on 8/29/20. Aho. Elk Hydrum. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at the coloring on the backside of the drum and the way that it's tied, the way that it's braided. Aho, aho. So this drum is $400, 14-inch elk high drum. And it was birthed on 8/29/20. So if you're looking for something that's not so expensive and something that maybe you want to travel with, this is actually a good drum to travel with. If you carry it in your suitcase, you put your undies and your socks in it, you know, your unmentionables or your mentionables, and that way that creates room. It's padded. There's padding around it, padding underneath it, and you can carry it in your suitcase. You don't want to put it in the hull of the plane, but you want to carry it on the plane if you're traveling with your carry-on bag. Okay? All right. Sometimes they just don't want to go on the wall. This next drum is an 18-inch elk buffalo hide drum, and this is from the a buffalo that gave its life in the wintertime. You can see how thick that hide is. The hide is thicker different times of the year because they put on more fat to stay warm in the wintertime. But this drum was birthed on 2/16/21. It's an 18-inch buffalo, 2/16/21, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous drum. Just a beautiful piece of medicine. Look at the coloring on that. Oh, and the sound. These drums activate everything in the room, and there's so much medicine in this room. It's very powerful. Just walking in here, people are like, whoa, that's intense. It is intense when you have this much medicine in one place, but it doesn't seem to affect me, or I live in a higher vibration. I work in a higher vibration, and if you're not around this all the time, that's going to affect you in that way. It can get pretty intense here in the studio with the rattles and all the skulls and the medicine and the wings and all the drums and everything that I have here. So understand that when you're buying a drum, you're just not going to get a drum. A friend of mine was here, Lloyd from Gettysburg, and he makes drums also. And he was here, and his wife were visiting, and he said, Anthony, he says, I make drums too. I'm a drum maker too. He says, but he understands that I make medicine. I'm a medicine man. I'm a medicine maker. What goes into the drum as intention, as prayer, as honoring, as ceremony is very important to me, because I am intention. I am prayer. I am ceremony. I have transformed my life from the old to the new, from darkness to light. That's why they call me Walking Crow. Aho. Walking Crow is a keeper of the sacred law. Walking Crow is alchemy, alchemist. It's a shapeshifter, moves from darkness to light, darkness to light, darkness to light. Do you want to live in your light all the time, including when the lights are off? We can help you learn how to do that. Speak to it. Say it. Don't say you're gonna. Don't say you're gonna make a list. Don't say, I'm thinking about it. Well, I was talking. Well, at some point, no. Remove all of that from your vocabulary and know that you are the medicine that you say you are. Oh, I am. I am the I am that I say I am. Is that a bold statement? So what? Do you know how long it took me to learn how to speak like this, to teach myself to speak like this, to listen to the guides, listen to the Spirit, listen to Great Spirit, listen to all my relations, I don't call down to nobody. I speak the way I do because I stand in my power. I stand in my power, and I am my power. Be your power. All right. So, enough of that. La, 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 la. So this next drum is a 16-inch deer hydrum. And look at the two tones. Remember what I was saying about the color of the hides, how they change? Look at how light she is. She's a light-skinned, beautiful drum. 16-inch, birthed on 3/10/21. 16-inch deer hide, birthed on 3/10/21. And boy, I bet she sings beautifully. Remember, if you're watching this show for the first time, watch it with earbuds on. Watch it with headphones on. Don't watch it through a computer, or if you have a stereo system at home connected to whatever you're listening to. If you have Bluetooth speakers, listen to it through that. Don't listen to it through your phone or your computer. Anyways, earbuds, headphones, Bluetooth speakers. Item number 10, 16-inch deer hide drum. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece of medicine. Man, she's just gorgeous. I gotta tell you, I'm a drum whore. I wanna have all my drums, but they're not mine. I'm just the caretaker of the medicines until they go where they're supposed to go. And I'm grateful that the ancestors chose me to walk and live in this role that I live in and walk in, so that I can present this medicine to you, and you can be honored with it, because you are worth honoring. Oof, that just touched my heart. So all right, so let's move on. Next item is I'm going to show you another rattle. This is another large rattle. It's $185. This rattle, I really like this rattle. Look at that rattle. Look at the sun. This has a lot of meaning. A lot of the rattles have more than one meaning. This is the sun. This is the moon. This is the sun. This is the four directions. This is the stars. Everything about the universe is in this rattle. And this is made with red jasper and citrine. Trimmed with deer, sealed with deer. This is coyote fur. Look how beautiful that sits. It sat perfectly on that, like a ballerina's dress sits on her body. This is made with this is made from juniper root, And you can see there's a little bit of turquoise, just a piece for accent only. It didn't, this particular rattle, I believe, was so elegant that it didn't need any more. It has a multicolored wrist strap along with deer antler button that I make the buttons myself. You know, all that sawing, I gotta saw those antlers that I have. And this is $185. Look at that, just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of medicine waiting for the right person to say, you're mine, I am yours, we belong together. Help me go from the static energy, the monkey mind, to the place of the heart, so that I can be in balance. I can be, man, listen to that. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sacred rattle. $185, $12 shipping. It can be yours. And that's item number 11. Yes, 11. With coyote fur. Aho. There's a young lady that reached out to me. She wanted a rattle, and sadly, well, not sadly, maybe there's a lesson there for her and I. She couldn't afford the rattle. That's okay. There comes a time when she will say, I am ready for that rattle. She will say, oishino, oishino, oishino. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Aho. It's not, now is not always a time. Sometimes it comes later. God, a Creator, Great Spirit says, yes, no, wait. Aho, aho. So this next drum, item number 12, is a 20-inch Alki drum. It was birthed on 3/9/21. 20-inch elk. Boy, I'm speaking and my voice is echoing within the drum, and just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of medicine. Look at the way she's tied. Look at that. Such beautiful braiding. Aho, aho. And she sings. I can. Resonance is incredible. All the resonance of all the drums is incredible because everything starts to vibrate off the walls. All my art that I have on the wall starts to vibrate, and you know, I think it's going to jump off. It doesn't, but it feels like it. Anyways, this is the 20-inch Alki drum, birthed on 3/9/21, right? And that comes, yeah, 3/9/21, $700. Mallet not included. Shipping is included though. So if you get a mallet for $35 and the drum gets shipped to you, the mallet will be inside the drum, and there's no extra shipping cost for the mallet. Just the price of the mallet is included in the drum. Aho, aho. So that's number 12, Alki drum. Aho, aho. Where am I going? Oh, there it is. I was out in the land today doing ceremony, and I took this drum with me. This is item number 13, is a 16-inch Alki drum, and it's just a simple drum with a basic, you know, weaving or braiding. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful drum. Aho, aho. Look at the lines on her. I talk about these these drums like they're cars, right? Look at the lines on that drum. Woo-hoo. She's got some great lines anyways. So I took this with me out on the land, and she sang so beautifully. And the mallet was still in the, when I put her back on the wall. at drums, and you want to get a drum, but you don't know where to get a drum, and you've come across drums. Ask where those drums come from. Ask how those drums are made. Ask when those drums were made. Where does the materials that are those drums made out of come from? Is that did that material come from Home Depot, or did it come from another place where all they do is medicine for drums? Or where did the animal come from? How was the animal exterminated, or did the animal cross over a whole? The animals that these hides come from food sources. People use the animals for food sources, and they use every bit of the animal. And if you ever come here to the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine studio and you watch me making rattles, or you watch me in the patio making drums, or whatever it is, you see that I use every bit of the material that I possibly can use. There's going to be bits that are going to get thrown away, but for the most part, I will say use 95% of the materials that I use. Very little waste. There's no room for waste on this earth. In fact, when I was going to AA, my AA sponsor says, there's room here for everybody. There's no waste. I like that. I like that a lot. So this is 16-inch Alkai drum, and she was birthed on, my voice is activating this drum, 3/11/21. 3/11/21. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, just amazing. This drum is $500, and it can be yours. No shipping included. I mean, shipping is included, excuse me. There's no extra for shipping. I hope. So this next item, is item number 14. It's a turtle rattle with an energetic swirl. And the medicine wheel. And she is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that, but you see the direction of the east, the direction of the south, the direction of the west, the direction of the north. I used quartz crystal to do that, and then the energetic swirl, Mama Gaia, Pachamama, Madre Tierra, trimmed in deer. And this is rabbit fur for abundance. The wood is manzanilla, and it's got a beautiful wrist strap, brown and gold, and it's got the deer antler button to adjust the wrist strap. This rattle is $185, $12 shipping. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Jasper, citrine, quartz crystal, and shungat. So a lot of medicine in that. So that's item number 14, $185 plus $12 shipping. I hope. This next, item number 15, is a 15-inch horse hide drum. You heard that 20-inch drum. That drum was, woo! And this drum was birthed on 12/4/20. Right at the end of the year, right near the end of the year. And she, look, it's gorgeous. She's just beautiful. Look at that. She's got some beautiful dark skin. Look at the way she's woven or braided. number 15, well, that's synchronistic. Item number 15 is a 15-inch horse hide drum, birthed on 12/4/20. Aho. $450, shipping is included. Aho. Aho. I want to thank those who watch the show from beginning to end. If you're one of those who watches the show from beginning to end, I want to thank you, because you either A, are not bored by what I'm saying, or B, you love the way I look and you love what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I'm not that egotistic. Although I do stand in my power, I do know what I look like, and I'm proud to look like the way that I look. Aho! So if you want to look at me, go ahead. Anyways, item number 16 is a 15-inch Mousse hide drum. And if you don't know anything about Mousse, this was birthed on 12/3/20. If you don't know anything about Mousse, Mousse is direction. The medicine is direction of the north, direction of winter, direction of earth, direction of rest, wisdom. There's a verse in the Bible that says, "Be still and know that Creator is," or that God is. Whatever you call that superpower that is your internal motivation. I'll say it that way because, you know, who wants to hear a bunch of rhetoric or religious rhetoric? I'm not one that's going to give you that. So be still, the winter, be still, stillness, and the grandeur. You know how big a mousse is? A mousse probably wouldn't fit in this room. It would be taller than the ceiling in this room. And this room, this is a mousse drum, $450. Just a beautiful, beautiful animal. Just a beautiful, beautiful medicine. 15-inch mousse hide drum. $450. Shipping included. Mallet not included. Regular mallet is $35. Mallet with inlaid turquoise is $75. If you get a mallet with a fur head, it's $50. If you buy a mallet with inlaid turquoise and a fur head, it's $100. Aho. So, item number 16 is a 15-inch mousse hide drum, $450. Aho. You know, we're not even halfway through, I'm going to tell you. So, this next turtle rattle, I'm writing this down as we speak, with coyote fur on it. This rattle, I like this rattle a lot. The wood that this rattle is made with, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous, gorgeous wood? Oh my gosh. It's made with coyote fur also. It's got a beautiful red and yellow, red and gold hand strap, along with the red stone from Sedona. It's trimmed in shungite, and on the cross, on the tips of the cross for the medicine wheel, in the way of beauty and balance, it's got 4 points of citrine. It's got 4 points of jasper in the center, and then it's crossed with inlaid turquoise. Just a beautiful, 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 beautiful piece of medicine. This item is number 617, and it's $165 plus $12 shipping. Just a beautiful, beautiful piece of medicine. Aho. And if you believe that you can't afford it or you don't deserve it, stop telling yourself that. You know, I'm going to say this. I'm very proud of this. I come from a family of assembly workers. My mom was in the aircraft industry. My father was in the auto industry, and they both retired from there. And when I turned 18, my father said, I want you to go down to the union, and I want you to apply for a job in the plant. And I said, you know, Dad, thank you for giving us what you gave us. That plant and his job there gave us the life that we had, but I don't want to do that. And I didn't. And I did things the way that I wanted to. I lived my life the way that I wanted to. And all I ever heard all my life is you should have stayed at Thrifty's or get a job. Even my ex-wife would say, you know, when I got let go from my last corporate gig, she's like, you have to get a job. You have to get, you know, I asked her to support what it is that I do. She said she was, but she's not here anymore. And it was obvious there was no support for Walking Crow Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine. I support me. I am my biggest fan. I am my biggest hero. I am my biggest heart. I am my biggest power. I am the I am that I say I am. And last week I ordered a bike. I ordered a $1,500 e-bike. I, in my life, never imagined doing that. And I said, I want this for me. I did it for me, and I got it for me. Aho. And there's more abundance where that came from. But you have to speak to the abundance to have the abundance. You have to know the abundance to be able to hold the abundance. You have to allow the abundance to go out for the abundance to come in, and the abundance to come in for the abundance to go out. Aho. Aho. So, don't tell yourself that you can't. Don't tell yourself that you can't. Tell yourself that you can. Jump when you don't even know if you can fly or not. I did. Oh, and look where I am. Look what I do. My ex-wife isn't here anymore. Vanessa's not here anymore, but I'm here, and I'm thriving in the world, and I am my most favorite boss in the world. I hope so. Anyways, so number 17, coyote fur, turtle rattle, $165 plus shipping. Oh. So this next drum, item is a 15-inch horse hide drum. 15-inch horse. And it was birthed on 12/4/20. Aho. And she's gorgeous. Look at her. She's just gorgeous. Horse, I see a horse comes in different colors too. It's not always the same. Look at those great lines. Oh my gosh. Just a beautiful little drum. It's 15 inches, $450. Item number 18, 15-inch horse hide drum, birthed on 12/4/20, and my voice is activating her. She's starting to echo my voice, which means the hide, the grandmother, is being activated by my voice. Aho, do you want to be activated by my voice? Just kidding, just kidding. Out there somewhere is someone special for me, just not today, just not right here, right now. And definitely, well, never mind. We'll leave it at that. So the next item number 19, is an 18-inch deer hide drum. And this beautiful drum, gosh, she's gorgeous. She was birthed on 2/18/21. And wow, look at the back of her tie. Look at that braiding that I did. You know, sometimes I do some really beautiful work. I always do real beautiful work. What am I talking about? And look at that. If you're going to create a medicine, finish it. Learn how to finish it. Just don't learn how to do something and then call yourself, give yourself a title, and then leave your medicine not tied. I saw a drum the other day that had all this hide hanging that wasn't going to serve the drum, that was going to make the drum vibrate in an ugly way. And like, why did they do that? Why did they leave that like that? I do not leave those in that way. In fact, there is no knots in this drum. Their drum is tied in a way that it's infinite. It will keep going. When I worked in the technology field, I worked for a systems integrator for post-production video editing systems. And when we designed the system, we designed an open-ended system for growth, for upgrading, for move to along a higher path, a better path, for more technology to come in and do a different, better, higher grade job, if you will. So look at that, just an 18-inch deer hide drum. If you're going to do it right. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I see a lot of things out there, and I'm like, don't be giving yourself a title if you're not gonna be able to own the title. Listen to that. To remind you that if you're in Sedona and you want to come connect with your transformational sacred drum medicine, reach out to me at 818-442-1717, 818-442-1717, or walkingcrow at sacreddrummedicine.com, walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com, or Anthony at sacreddrummedicine.com. Anthony at sacreddrummedicine.com, and book an appointment, book time with me so you can come into the room and you can go through this wall and you can touch and feel into and listen to all the medicines that are here so you can choose the right one for you. Not just go up to a store where they sell trinkets and treasures and you buy a drum because it's a drum made out of rope and synthetic materials. That is not medicine. I don't care what anybody says or what anybody believes. That is not medicine. This is medicine. This came from the earth. This is what's called a shamanic hand drum. This is what's called a medicine drum. Aho. If you come to a sacred circle with Walking Crow, don't come in with a djembe, because a djembe is African medicine. Aho, North African medicine. African medicine. This is from here in the Southwest. This is about the native peoples. This is about my peoples. This is about the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oishino, oishino, oishino. I'm sorry if some of you might get butthurt or insulted about the drum medicine, or the drum that you may have. But at some point, save yourself your $1.50 and spend a little more money and buy what it is that you truly want. Don't settle. I talked about that lack earlier. People buy that because it's lack or they're in a hurry for a drum. What is your hurry of the flurry to buy a drum? Slow down. When you come to the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, you're going to need to have a minimum of 2 hours to spend here in the studio so you can choose correctly, Grasshopper. Isn't just that a beautiful deep resonance? I said earlier, I speak in a bold way because I had to learn or reteach myself how to speak because I was a child of low self-esteem. I was a child of low or no self-worth. I was a child that looked up to everybody for help and nobody gave the help. So I found my way And guess what? They didn't like it. And some people don't like it now. They say, oh, he's kind of arrogant. He's kind of conceited. No, I'm not. I just know how to speak. I know how to feel. I know how to stand in the power of the tree that I am. I am rooted and I am fruited. And I extend my branches into the heavens. And the birds of the air, which is you, nest in my branches and eat of my fruit. And what is my fruit? My fruit is the experience that I share. And you hear of how I got from point A to point B. And you know that I'm not lying because you say, me too. You too? Me too. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let's move on. I'm having fun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful medicine. So this next drum is also a deer hide drum. A deer hide drum. It is a 20-inch deer hide drum. And this drum, oh my gosh, they're all magnificent. It was birthed on 3/10/21. I'm writing this down, 20-inch deer. And this drum is $700. That last drum was $600 if I didn't mention it, $600, shipping included. Look at the way that that's tied in a two-tone pattern. Braided. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And the beautiful coloring. Remember I said, this looks like the moon or a planet. But it sounds like the bomb going off. And it's still going. As I was drumming with that drum, right below my eyebrows, across my third eye, my head was vibrating. My head was vibrating. So this is about knowing. This is about knowledge. This is about seeing the unseen or the seen. This is where this lands vibrationally on the third eye. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? $700. And she was birthed on 3/10/21. Are you ready to say yes to you? Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired of saying no to yourself? Aren't you sick and tired of other people saying no to you? And aren't you sick and tired of other people giving their opinion about how you should, what you should you, shouldn't you, could you, would you, do you? Oh, Walking Crow asks difficult questions because Walking Crow has walked a difficult path, and I stand on my own, and I'll say it again. You deserve the things that you would like to have. Give them to yourself. Whether it's a drum, whether it's a yogurt at the yogurt store, whether it's a smoothie, whether it's a nice steak, whether it's a nice salad. Give yourself the things that you would like to have. I gave myself a beautiful life in Sedona, doing what it is that I do. Being the medicine man that I have become, the medicine that chose me and I said yes to. I didn't become Walking Crow because I wanted a fancy name. I became Walking Crow because it's the name my teacher Emma Molina Enriquez gave to me. She experienced the name with me. She was there. And then she honored me with the ceremony of walking through the veil. Are you willing to walk through the veil and leave your old self and your old life behind? Use those things that happen to you as your old self as the stepping stones for yourself as you move forward. I want this so much for all of you. This isn't just about drums, but this is about medicine. This is about overcoming, being an overcomer and an overdoer for all the wrong reasons. An overdoer for attention, for love, for appreciation. Don't wait for anybody to love you or appreciate you. Appreciate the love that you give to yourself. I am where love lives, and I am what hope looks like. So 20-inch deer, $700, birth on 3/10/21. Am I talking too much today? Somebody tell me if I am or if I'm not. Lots of medicine coming through today. Lots of medicine coming through today. I have a lot to share. I have a lot to give. And if you don't want it, tune out. Click off. I hope. because I don't care. I care about the ones that want to hear. I care about the ones that want to feel. I care about the ones that want to hear. Not hear. Hear. Hearhere. Aho shinawana honata. Aho shinawana he. Item number 21 is a 14-inch buffalo hydrum. And she was birthed on 8/29/20. Wow, my voice is activating her voice. Look at the way she's tied. You can tell it's buffalo from the thickness of that. And just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful small hand drum. Aho. That is the Chumash welcoming song. Aho, from the Chumash people who are the coastal people in California, up near San Ynez, Santa Barbara, Ventura County, down into Los Angeles County, and up farther north into the other counties. And I learned that song in Lodge, and then I was on a property up on East Cielo Highway, above the Chumash Highway, above Santa Barbara in the mountains, and I was sitting on the rock honoring the ancestors with that song, and there was a medicine man from the Chumash people on the property preparing for a wedding, and what he asked the caretaker of the property to bring me over, and so we could meet. And first thing he asked me, besides my name, he said, "Where did you learn that song?" I said, "I learned that song. It was the very first song I learned in ceremonial lodge." Excuse me, with the emotion. And it's the very first song I sang here in Sedona. When I first stepped foot in Sedona, I went into a canyon and I sat down before I went to the hotel, and I was tired. I sat in the hot sun and I took my tobacco out. I took my drum out. I took my medicine sage out. And I sat on the floor. I sat on her amongst the red ants, the fire ants, and I sang and I prayed and I gave thanks and thanked them for welcoming their son into this beautiful place. Aho. And then he proceeded, this medicine man, to tell me the origins of how that song came about. And it's the welcoming song. And when I'm on the West Coast and I'm going to sing a song, the first song I sing is that, because I want to honor those people first. Aho. Aho. Anyways, enough of that. 14-inch buffalo hide drum, $400, shipping included. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? This drum, if you want this 14-inch buffalo hide drum, I'm going to let it go for $350. And I'm going to give you a drum mallet. So, remember what you just heard, because you're not going to hear this again. Item number 21, 3 new beginnings. 2 and 1 is 3 new beginnings. Spiritual communication, or communicating with spirit, is a 14-inch. 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is the number of freedom. Do you want to be free? Do you want to set yourself free? Because nobody else can do it for you. 14-inch buffalo hide drum, made on 8/29/20, on sale, $350, and receive a free mallet. Aho, aho. You will pay the shipping, but $350, a free mallet, 14-inch buffalo hide drum. Item number 21. Aho, aho. Shoo. Moving on is another 15-inch Mousse hide drum, and that's item number 22, 15-inch Mousse hide drum. And that, my dear friends, was birthed on 12/3/20. 21. Aho. Beautiful, beautiful Mousse Hydrum. Look at the coloring on her. She's just gorgeous, or he, whichever one it was. For those of you who have a drum and you're doing a sweat lodge ceremony, you're in the inipi, and your drum goes flat in maybe the first round, and you're like, and you're playing it anyways, play it anyways, because the ancestors hear the drum exactly the way that they hear the drum, not that you hear the drum. But this Mousse Hydrum is what's called a ceremonial drum, or a nipi drum, because it has a thicker hide. It's got a thicker hide. It probably won't get softer into the second or the third round, but you can always put it in front of the hot rocks, and it'll tighten it up a little bit. So allow yourself to have that medicine. Remember, direction of the north, wisdom. It's about being still. Be still and know the Creator is. Do you? No, really. Do you? No, really. Really. Do you? Don't bullshit me when you're bullshitting yourself, because I'm looking at you. I will look at your body and I will know what place in your body that you're not telling me the truth from. Oh, that's what you'll learn when you come to my retreat come June on healing the voice, or healing the language of lack. Healing the language of lack. Coming in June. $200 for a one-day retreat here in Sedona. Aho, aho. So, 15-inch Mousse, $450. Aho. This next drum is a 14-inch horse hide drum. And she was birthed. And now I refer to all the drums as she. There are no males in this room except for me. And I'm only half male, because I live in the duality of who and what I am in my divine feminine and divine masculine. So this drum was birthed on 8/28/20. And this drum is $400. And she's just really pretty. Look at the coloring on her. Oh my gosh. She's just incredible. And you can see the medicines underneath, the little dimples of medicines underneath. And look at the way she's tied simply. Aho, aho, aho. So number 14, or number 23, 14-inch horse hide drum. Something I'm going to do with this drum as well. I will let this drum go for $350 plus shipping, and I will give you a mallet. This is item number 23, a 14-inch horse hide drum. I have a brother up in Washington who got a horse hide drum for me, and he loves it. In fact, when I was reading into him to see what medicine it was, I knew what it was, because as soon as I spoke to him or saw his profile on Facebook, he was riding a motorcycle. That spoke volumes to me. And then we had further conversation. He says, yeah, horse is it. Anyway, so this is on, I have two on sale. Item number 21 and item number 23. Item number 21 is a 14-inch buffalo for $350 plus a free mallet, shipping that you'll have to cover the cost on. And item number 23, a 14-inch horse hide drum, $350, mallet included. Your shipping, you would have to cover yourself. Aho, aho. All right. So this next item is a 16-inch Alkai drum. That's item number 24, 16-inch elk. And she was birthed on 3/30/21. Now remember those numbers, 3, 30, 21. 3 is the number of spiritual communication or communicating with spirit. It's the number of new beginnings, springtime, direction to the east. 3, 3, and 3 is 9, spiritual completion. Are you finished with the old, and are you ready to move on at 52 years of age, according to the Mayan tradition of becoming an elder at 52? Can you? Will you? Do you? Oishino, oishino, oishino. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. Ask yourself that question. This is a 16-inch Alkai drum, $500. Whoa. She is just incredible sounding. Look at that beautiful color on her. Oh my gosh. And, you know, she's tied in a simple way with, you know, with the small, tight handle. If you have a smaller hand, if you have a bigger hand, doesn't matter. You don't always have to hold the drum from the handle. I hold the drum from the ties a lot of the times. If you can see that, I hold them like this, or I hold them like this. Sometimes I hold like this. Just depends on where the hand lands and how you feel most comfortable. So item number 24, 16-inch Alkai drum, $500, mallet not included. Mallets are $35. We'll go over that again. We'll figure it out. Shipping included. Item number 24. So we're coming into the home stretch. We probably have about 10 more items to go, I'm guessing, or more. So I'm going to, item number 25 is a turtle rattle with turquoise. And it also has rabbit fur. Look how gorgeous. I just finished her last week, and she's trimmed in a beautiful way. Look at that beautiful turtle. Look at that. And she's made with her handle. Her stick is made from cypress root, not cypress wood. There's a difference. Cypress root. This is what carries the nutrient up into the tree. This is what carries the earth medicine, the vibration, up into the tree that allows its branches to extend themselves to the birds of the air. And they are the ones who rest in her branches from her root. And it's got a golden strap, and it's also got the red rock from Sedona. This rattle is $165. Remember, all the rattles are going to have a different sound. They're all going to have their own personality, just like you have the many personalities that you have, Sybil. Just kidding. Just like we have all different personalities from each other. We walk in our own skin. We walk in our own light. We walk in our own darkness. We walk in our own power. Do we? Don't we? Can we? Will we? Aho. $165, $12 shipping. Aho. Item number 25. This next item is a 18-inch deer hide drum, birthed on 12/6/20, 12/6/20, and 18-inch deer. And she, look at the way she's tied. Look at that handle, different from that last drum, way different. Isn't she gorgeous? And she's just a beautiful drum, right? You think, oh, how beautiful, what's wrong with Anthony? How beautiful can each drum be more than the other? And they're all more beautiful. Just like women with children. All their children are beautiful to them because they're theirs. They birthed them. They brought them here. They brought them into this presence of the gift and the gift of the present. Oh, oh. So 18-inch deer hide drum, birthed on 12/6/20. Powerful medicine. Listen to her sing. Oh, aye. Oh, aye. singing long after I'm stopped. Oh, what time is it? Oh, this is a long show today. So she is an 18-inch deer. She is $600, shipping included, mallet not included. Oh. This next piece of medicine is a 15-inch elk hide drum. And look at the way she's tied. Man, look at that. I do some good braiding work. I'm going to say, I'm one of the Brady's. I'm getting punchy. I have to eat. Look at how gorgeous that hide is. Just beautiful coloring. Oh, she is item number 27. And she is a 15-inch, what did I say? Alki drum. And she was birthed on 6/23/20. And I'm going to put her on sale too for $400. $400 with a free mallet. Shipping, you'll have to cover yourself. But she is gorgeous, and she's been here a while. She's been here since almost a year. She's got beautiful sound. Item number 27, 15-inch elk hide drum, $400 on sale. So if you know somebody who's looking for a drum and they, dollars and cents are an issue, I'm giving somebody an opportunity to get into what I would call a gateway drum. $400 for this particular drum, 15-inch elk, and the 14-inch buffalo, and the 14-inch horse, $350 with a free mallet. Can't go wrong with that. So this next drum is kind of special to my heart. This next drum was birthed on 4/28/20. 4/28/20. And she's a 15-inch elk. Yep. And she's got this beautiful tie. And I want you to take a look at her. You see the stains that are coming through her hide, all this coloring here, all this coloring in the place of each of these 16 ties. There is a red rosebud that came out of the sacred water that the guides asked me to put underneath the hide of this drum. And you can see that coloring bleeding through. Roses are the highest vibration on earth. So the vibration of this drum is even more so, I want to say, than the others. And that's not really a fair thing to say, but it's a fair thing to say. So this drum was birthed a month after that last one. This is item number 29, 15-inch elk hide drum. Is that right? Hold on a sec. Oops, sorry, number 28, 5. It was birthed on 5/28/20, and it's 15-inch elk hide drum. Listen to that great sound. For somebody looking for a higher vibrational drum or a little bit of a higher vibration, it's got 16 rosebuds all the way around underneath the hide of the elk. That is $450, shipping not included. All right. This next piece of medicine, oh, this is a 16-inch horse hide drum, which is just incredible. She was birthed on 3/23/31. Right? So look at the tie on her in the back. She's just incredible. Look at her beautiful skin. Look at that. Look at that. Those beautiful lines. Oh, 16-inch horse hide drum. Again, birthed on 3/23/31. Oh, you do the math. 3, 5, 8. That adds up to 12. So that breaks down to 3. Spiritual communication, communicating with spirit, new beginnings. Oishino, oishino, oishino. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I will always ask you if you're ready. I have been ready for a lifetime. And when I realized that I was ready, I said yes to the guides. I said yes to the spirits. I said yes to my ancestors. I said yes to divorce. I said yes to you don't work here anymore. I said yes to working for myself. I said yes to the drum, yes to the voice, yes to the singing, yes to the medicine, yes to the earth medicine, the tobacco, the sage, all the things that I work with. All the things. I don't buy any medicine from the store. I do not buy sage. I do not buy Palo Santo. In fact, every time somebody gives me Palo Santo, I give it away because it's not my medicine. That comes from South America. That comes from South America. It doesn't come from this land. So I use sage. I use mugwort. I use all the things that grow here. And when you learn to understand that you use the gifts that are present in your presence, you will not buy a painted feather or use turkey feathers for ceremony, which are why. I use no turkey feathers for ceremony. If you come to the place of the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine here in the VOC of Sedona, the village of Oak Creek, you will see that there are no store-bought feathers or painted feathers or store-bought drums in this place. Not one. They're all made. They are all handcrafted, heart-crafted, spirit-crafted. Oishino, oishino, oishino. Ask yourself, aren't you tired of not answering yourself the right way for yourself? Not for others. Forget about what others think, because they don't give a flying fuck about you. They don't. Sorry, not sorry. I said it. I said it. They don't care. You care. I care. I will always care. I will support you in your decision. Not because I'm here selling drums, no, but because you deserve to be supported after a lifetime of not being supported. Aho, aho, aho. So, 16-inch horse-hide drum. I didn't write that down. Horse. Horse, of course. So as serious and passionate as I get about medicine and drums and these things, I get just as silly too. You guys need to know that the medicine is not always so serious. We can have fun. And not everything is a joke either. There's people who walk around, this is Sedona, and there's a lot of people walking around here pretending like they're something that they're actually not. Getting one over on people. That's not what medicine is about. Medicine is not about getting one over on people. How many women can I sleep with? How many whatever. Really look into your heart when you're working with medicine. Understand that you have a responsibility. I have a responsibility that is greater than a politician, a priest, a cop, a teacher, a parent. Because I have to look over and watch over many, and I have to be careful about the way that I speak and the things that I do. Because I live out loud in front of people. I don't hide. You guys see me all the time, and I say shit that, you know, you don't like, and I don't care, because I'm going to say it anyways. It's the way that I feel that I speak about, not the way that you want to feel that I speak about. Oh. All right. This is a very long show today, so I'm going to show you something. I wasn't going to put this for sale, or put this up, but this is item number 30, is a huge turtle rattle that I just made, and it's trimmed in red jasper and turquoise, and it's got that sun again. It's got the moon, the sun, the 4 directions, the stars. It's what I call the universal symbol of being. Sun, moon, stars, the 4 directions, all our relations. And this is a big rattle. This thing is almost big as my head, and I got a big fat head. If anybody's ever seen me in person, it's like a big old balloon. I'm just kidding. But that's a big turtle. And I didn't know what I was gonna do, and it's trimmed in coyote fur, and it's got a beautiful, beautiful manzanilla handle. It's inlaid with citrine. It's inlaid with turquoise. It's got this beautiful red and turquoise strap. It's got the deer antler button that I created for this particular rattle. And if you're looking for a big rattle, this is it. This is big. You have to have probably a big hand to handle this. So, you know, really, if you see this and you like it, really consider that it's pretty big, you know. So, but if you're not going to be rattling a long time like I do, I rattle 5, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I drum 20, 30, 40 minutes, you know. So the rattle, consider that this one is $225, and it's big and it's beautiful. And it could be yours. All right? So that is item number 30, and it's $225. The next 2 items, first, item number 31 is this beautiful rattle with bobcat fur, and it's just a simple rattle with the medicine wheel on it, embedded in turquoise. It's got the bobcat fur, trimmed in deer hide, sealed with deer hide. It's got a piece of juniper root that's been really aged. It's sat in the sun for a long time. It's got just a couple of, you know, pieces of turquoise for detail, just for elegance, not necessarily having to overkill it with turquoise. And it's got a beautiful leather, deer leather strap with the deer antler button that I created for it. And it's $165, and it's item number 31. The next one is also a turtle rattle, item number 32. And it's also got bobcat fur on it. It's just a simple round turquoise inlaid rattle. It's a small rattle and just a gorgeous creature. And the wood is manzanilla, and it's got inlaid turquoise on it. And you can see how beautiful that manzanilla is right there at the end. And it's got this beautiful red deer leather wrist strap, along with the red rock from Sedona. $165. If you want either of these 2 rattles, they are $165 each plus $12 shipping. Aho. Aho. I apologize for the length of the show, but we have plenty of medicine to go over. And so I'm going to apologize and really not apologize, but because I knew this was going to be the way that it is. So I want you to know and I'm going to move the camera a bit so you can see them. You probably can. On this pyramid here are the medicine blankets, and the medicine blankets, you can probably, if you can see this one on the floor, they come in salmon, they come in yellow, they come in blue, turquoise, gray, a beige color or a hay color, light gray, dark gray, smoke gray, green, teal, orange, red, and they come in lavender when I can get them, and they come in a royal blue. They're $40 plus shipping. Shipping is $18. So if you want what I call a spirit blanket or a ceremonial blanket to sit on, or you're doing yoga, or you're going to go out into the wilderness and you want to take a blanket with you, or you just want something for your home, your bed, you want to give it as a gift to the elders. When somebody has a birthday and they are an elder and they are the same age around that I am, I give them a blanket because that's a sign of honor. For me, I give a blanket to an elder. So they're $40 plus $18 shipping. If you want one of those are easier thing to get for me than the drums or everything else probably. Anyway, so those are item number 33, what I call spirit blankets. They all have the same design of the Thunderbird on it, but the Thunderbirds are all different colors. But the solid colors are just gorgeous, gorgeous, vibrant colors. Okay, so item number 34 is a 16-inch buffalo Hydrum that was birthed on 3/28/21 on the full moon. 3/28/21 on the full moon, 16-inch buff. And this drum is gorgeous. Look at the way she's tied. She's just gorgeous. Just a beautiful piece of medicine. Aho. Aho. And she sings. Boy, does she sing. Birth on the full moon energies, in the full moon energies last week. 3/28. 3/28/21. My apologies. Full moon, buffalo, 16-inch, $500. Shipping included, mallet not included. Oh. All right. So item number 35 is another 16-inch drum. It's another 16-inch buffalo Hydrum that was birthed on the same day. So I have several drums that are made on the full moon, and they'll be easy to pick out because they're made on the full moon. And look at the way I tied this. Isn't that gorgeous? A gorgeous handle, multicolored. And just look at the color of the animal, color of the medicine. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous, just gorgeous, just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And the sound. Still going. Item number 35 is a 16-inch buffalo Hydrum birthed on 3/28/21. And item number 34 is a 16-inch buffalo Hydrum birthed on the same day, birthed in the energies of the full moon. $500, shipping not included. Aho. Aho. So I want you guys to know, if I don't respond to you right now as I'm doing the show, it's because I can't see, I'm far away from the camera and I can't see it. But I will respond to you after the show is over and we will have conversations. You can reach out to me on messaging. You can give me a call or send me a text at area code 818-442-1717, 818-442-1717, text or phone call, or you can reach out to me at walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com. walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com or Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com. Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com. I will only take payments of Zelle. I will take payments from Venmo. I will take payments from PayPal, but PayPal only if you send it through friends and family. I will not pay fees, and I won't let you pay fees either. So you have 3 options for payment. I will not take a credit card because I don't want to pay those fees either. So you have 3 options, and those should be suffice. So item number 36 is this beautiful, oh my gosh, just a beautiful 20-inch buffalo hide drum, and she was birthed on the full moon on 4/28/21. Just last week. Last week? Yeah, last week. Or more or less. On the 28th in the full moon energy. So this is a 20-inch buffalo hide drum. Look at that gorgeous handle. And you can see, let's see if you can see that. You can see the date in there, right? And my signature. And look at that. Look at that. Just a magnificent and incredible piece of medicine. Aho. Aho. 20-inch buffalo hide drum. Birthed on the full moon 4/28/21. Oh, just a beautiful piece of medicine. All right. So, I think that's the end of the happy trail of what we have today, except for the mallets. And the mallets come in all different shapes and sizes. Look at that beautiful mallet made from manzanilla. This is made from yucca. Look at the beautiful color on that. This was also made from yucca, but I painted it turquoise. This is also yucca painted, stained midnight blue. And this is a piece of juniper root embedded with turquoise, with a turquoise strap. Look how gorgeous that wood is. Just how beautiful is that? $75 for the inlaid turquoise. The plain are $35. If you would like a plain mallet with fur as the head, that's $50. If you would like an inlaid turquoise mallet with a fur head, that's $100. These are $75 for the inlaid. These are $35, and the others are more. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming. That is item number 37, was the mallets. And I want to take some time to offer some sage and in my appreciation and sending clearing energies out there. Remember, when we're just clearing energies, we don't know exactly what we're clearing. There are no good energies. There are no bad energies. There are only different energies. And if you don't understand that, let's have a conversation, schedule a session with me, and we can talk about that. Now remember, coming up in June, I don't have the exact date yet, is going to be healing. You're going to be healing the language of lack. Here in Sedona, a one-day retreat, $200, lunch and ceremony will be included. So plan for that. If you want to reach out to me and reserve your space, do that, and I'll give you the date later. But I'll probably put the date together later today before I go to bed tonight. And I will put that event on my Facebook calendar, and that way, and on my calendar, and that way it's set and in stone. All right, so I want to thank everybody. I'm going to smudge you there. And I'm also going to smoke the pipe to close the portal, because when I smoke the pipe in the beginning, I'm opening the portal of energy for you and me, between you and I, so we can ebb and flow in a good way. Remember, if you would like to contact me about purchasing a blanket, mallets, rattles, drums, make an appointment to be here in Sedona, you can do that by calling me at or texting me at area code 818-442-1717, 818-442-1717, or email me at walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com, walkingcrow@sacreddrummedicine.com, or Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com, Anthony@sacreddrummedicine.com. You can also find me on my website, sacreddrummedicine.com, sacreddrummedicine.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. On YouTube, I have over 450 videos, teaching, singing, interviews, you name it. And you can go there at Walking Crow, Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, and you'll find all that content there if you need that content. So anyways, thank you. Thank you for joining me here in the village of Oak Creek, Sedona, for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine Rattle and Drum Trunk Show. My name is Walking Crow, and I bid you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Aho mitakuyasin. Aho mitakuyasin.